Good morning, everyone. Okay, I wanted to ask people, first off, did you read my blog about treasure hunt?
Yeah.
What's the treasure?
Going home.
Going home to where?
God.
To God. Okay, what does that mean?
Liberation.
And we rested our true nature.
Rest in, so you know who you are? So you get to be
Authentic.
happy. How many people want to be happy? How many people do all the crappy things because they think they're going to get to be happy? And that's the whole reason to do all those crappy things, because you think you're going to get happy.
Misery and suffering will bring happiness.
Misery. There's a good phrase. I like that. Misery and suffering will bring happiness.
Put a line through it, like one of those.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
So, here we are. And so what is the truth in that regard is, doesn't bring happiness. So for thousands of years, there have been people who have been going a certain path, and they're saying, don't do it that way, because you're only going to get misery and suffering. If you go this way, the treasure is happiness. You know who you truly are, and there's love. And who doesn't want love? Truth. Not a lot of people. So, one of the things is that I wanted to talk about is, if there's a clue, what was the most important? Because everything's a clue, because God wants us to win. So God's making it easy for us. But what's part of the problem? What do we have to do? Is discern the clue. Discern the clue.
And accept what's before us.
And accept, you have to have the courage to accept what's in front of you. Have to have the courage. So you have to discern the clue, and then accept what's in front of you, and proceed. And what happens? How many people have actually done that? And then what happens? What happened to you after you did that?
You move forward.
Yeah.
Move forward.
It's not a big deal as it was before.
Right.
And then what happens when you've moved forward? What comes next? Another clue. And how many people have followed that next clue? Yeah. Yeah. And if you follow the next clue, what happens? What happens?
Moving forward.
You keep moving forward. So you have to discern what the clue is. What happens if you decide not to discern the clue?
You get a bigger one.
You get a bigger clue.
It's like dummy.
A related clue.
Yeah, you get dunked in the...
It's not.
You get smacked. So that's a very important point. So one of the names that Baba used to call me, they actually had three names that he used to call me. One, he called me General. Two, he called me Security. And three, he called me Ganesh. What's Ganesh? Who's Ganesh? Who's Ganesh?
The elephant god.
The elephant god. Okay. And what's the deal with Ganesh? He's the remover of obstacles. He's the remover of obstacles. So, Baba used to call me that. Why would he call me that? Why did he call me that? I spent a lot of time, why are you calling me that? Why did he call me that? What? Now, part of it was that Ganesh was security for Parvati at the door, but he's the remover of obstacles. He even gave me a bracelet, an ugly, that I wore all the time. Giant bracelet of Ganesh. Why? Why would he call me that? Go ahead.
You were doing the actual work that not everyone in India was doing. And so you were removing obstacles, like from your own path to go home.
That part of it I did, but what else?
You do remove them.
That's my job.
Yeah.
That's my job. I am Ganesh. I am the remover of obstacles. Is it a fun job?
Yeah.
No, it sucks. I'm going to tell you, and this is on tape, it sucks. Why does it suck?
Because people get mad. They like their obstacles and they don't like facing what they have to face, and then they feel that you made them face it.
And so
they
I'm the
don't even
meanie.
appreciate it even though you're trying to make them happy.
That's right. They don't want to see their obstacles. They don't want to see their obstacles. They don't want, and that's okay. Then don't come here. That's just the way it is. You know, it's like, I don't go to McDonald's because I don't really like the food. Am I going to stop McDonald's? No, I just don't go there. It's okay. Lots of people like it. I just don't go there. So I am the remover of obstacles. If you want your obstacles removed, here I am. And I'm totally willing to get in the trenches with you. But, do we want to stay in the trenches?
No.
No. That's right. Good answer. Right.
Well, I had 50-50 chance. No, we don't want to stay.
I don't want to stay in the trenches with you guys. If you want to stay in the mud and the muck, that's fine. But I don't want to do it with you. I want to remove the obstacles, and then we get into the sun, and then we move forward. Heading toward home. But if you are in love with the trenches, if you are in love with the swamp, if you are in love with the muck, then you don't want to see the remover of obstacles. Because you want to stay there. And that's okay. Really okay. But I don't want to do that. I'm really clear. That ain't my job. If I'm Ganesh, I ain't sitting in the swamp. So, when I give a clue, because part of the remover of obstacles is, and why people come here a lot, is because I can give clues. Okay, here's your next clue. So, if people forget the clue, people don't do the clue, people decide I'm a meanie because of the clue, we're not going anywhere. We're in the trenches. We're in the swamp. And I, whether it's personal, small self, I, Rohini, or big self in my heart of hearts, am not a happy camper when that occurs. Not a happy camper. I don't, and I'm going to be straight up, I'm doing a rant right now and it's on tape and it's okay. I don't want to hear that I'm compared to somebody's results that came back terrible. Because meeting with me was as devastating to them as the results they got somewhere else for some test. Wow. Wow, I like you too. No, I don't want to do that. If that's where anyone thinks of me, it's okay. It's okay. Either don't see me ever again, and at the very least, keep it to yourself. I want to hear thank you. And if you don't think my clues are any good, I'm okay. Don't come. It's all right. Really. You don't have to come anymore. Do I advertise? No. I don't advertise. I don't advertise. I don't have billboards. Do I coerce?
No.
If somebody doesn't come, do I end up calling them and telling them, where are you? I don't do that. It's okay. Don't feel bad. It's okay. And if you don't like me, that's okay. You can go away and not like me. I'm okay. Honest. Trust me. But if you need to come and tell me how meanie I am, because I just removed an obstacle, I am not a happy camper. I am not going to like that. It's not a good idea. Don't do it. Not good. Not good. So, if I give a clue and you want to be here, then I suggest you follow the clue and check it out and see what happens next. And if you follow that clue and you see what happens next, then you can come and see me and say, I followed that clue you gave me, and here's what happened. Now what? And I'll go, let me look at the map. Follows clue. Next clue, where is it? Goes to swamp if they go that clue. No, over here, heading toward treasure. Treasure goes this way. There's the clue. And I'll give you the next clue. But I want to get to, no, this is your next clue. We're not interested in the other clues and all the things like that. No, this is your next clue. Here it is. Go do that clue. And when you've done it, come back and talk to me. And it'll be, oh, okay. Clear? This is a treasure hunt. So one of the things we need to do is be reflective. What does reflective mean? Reflective. What does it mean? Yeah.
You turn around and you look at yourself. You ask questions. You sit with your own vibrations. Let whatever come up.
Mm-hmm. You look.
Look
You
at
see.
your choices.
Choices.
Why am I doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Where is this leading me?
Mm-hmm.
You also look at the big picture.
Mm-hmm. You can look at the big picture
I mean,
based on what you've got.
I mean, life is more than just going to dinner and watching something on TV and going to work. There's a
Mm-hmm.
bigger play.
Mm-hmm. So you're reflecting. What's happened? What happens if a mirror is dirty? Can you see your reflection?
No.
No. So if the mirror is nice and clean, you get a nice reflection, right?
Mhm.
So that's what we're looking at. We want to reflect. Does anybody think, I've looked in the dictionary, that under reflection is sulky? Anyone? Sulking? How many people think that reflecting is brooding? Oh. Whoa. So watch. Over the last 10 days, did you brood? Did you think you were reflecting? Okay, you were driving me crazy in England. And so were you. You guys were brooding. Were you brooding? Your answer is, oh yeah. What is brooding? What's brooding?
It's a mental activity that's
Mm.
Wallowing and spinning.
Wallowing and spinning, stirring, sulking. David, you want to speak to sulking? Swamp thing.
Yeah, brooding is kind of, it almost ennobles sulking, which is what it really is, which is just gnawing on bones and being withdrawn and depressed.
How many people sulk thinking they're actually reflective? Yeah. Yeah, you do a little bit. Yeah, you do. Less than you used to, but yeah. Yep. 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 Yeah, you do. 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 Okay. Good. Great. So let's do a little Foursquare. What's the opposite of sulking?
Celebrate? No.
What's the opposite of sulking? Ms. Sulker over here?
Not smoking, I don't know what to call it.
Yes, you don't even know what, you didn't even realize it.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Peppy, cheerful.
Cheerful, cheerful,
Celebrate.
cheerful, cheerful. Do you like being cheerful?
I'm not too Pollyanna cheerful, but not true cheerful.
Do you like being cheerful? No, you do not like. Does anyone think she likes being cheerful? That would be no. You're not. Nobody's going to put in the qualities under your name cheerful. Sorry. Do you do cheerful?
No.
No. Are you a brooder? Yes. Do you think brooding and sulking, which is the deeper version of brooding, do you think that's when you're actually getting in there? Well then, I gotta say it. Here's Ganesh, remover of obstacles. I would not call that is doing spiritual practice. Surprise! That is not doing spiritual practice. And when people sulk and they think they're doing spiritual practice, no wonder I don't get more people coming. Because why?
It's not
Do
good.
that.
Who wants to do that? This is what you learned from Rohini? Ugh. I'm not going to do spiritual practice. What a horrible thing. That's not fun.
You need a public relations firm.
Yeah. Yuck. So, wow, I need to go to Rohini to learn how to sulk? Yuck. No. No, 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 no. Sulking is not reflective. No, sulking is in that swamp. I should have, that Canto 7 of Dante, which says it's all about sulking. Right? Sullen, the sulkers. And I hadn't even read it in a long time, but there I was in the blog using the word swamp. Because, and I didn't realize it until David brought it up, that what happens to the sulkers? Are they in heaven? Are they in paradise? No. Are they in purgatory?
No.
Where do they hang out?
No.
Hell. Which rung? Do you remember? David, do you remember? What rung?
It's the fifth circle, and it's, well, do you want me to say what punishment is?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the place where, they're still in the realm of the passions, and in a place where those who are given over to the passion of anger basically tear each other apart and beat each other up in a swamp, which is wrathful. The sullen are underneath the water, sunk in the mire, and just repeating a litany of how we refuse to be glad within God's creation and the bright air and so forth, so now we will just stink and be stuck here in the muck.
Okay, so how many people are really looking forward to that sadhana? Woohoo! I'm going to go study with Rohini and learn how to do that. Sunk in the muck and mire. No, sullen, sulky is not doing spiritual practice. It's hell. It's hell. It's not reflective. not spiritual. It ain't like, oh wow, you've been really practicing, that's so good. I'm really thrilled for you. Yuck. No. Cheerful. Negative of cheerful. Superficial. Superficial. So if you were to be cheerful, would you be superficial? And when you do superficial, do you think you're being cheerful?
Mm-hmm.
So you get to be superficial and sulky. Woohoo! Perfect billboard for study with Rohini. Not. Understand? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Are you willing to ever be cheerful? Okay. So,
What was the positive of sulking?
reflective. Reflective. So how many people show up sulking, thinking that they're doing spiritual practice and that I will be thrilled with what they're doing? Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-mm. That'd be no. That'd be no. What happens when you're sulking? If I'm the remover of obstacles, am I going to take away your sadhana?
Mm-hmm.
And do you want me to take away your spiritual practice then? No. So are you going to fight me tooth and nail? Yes. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm sorry. If you take all these books, I don't think one of them, and they're all different traditions, not one of them says that being sulky and superficial is going to get you down the treasure. Not one. I mean, you can check, you can borrow, you can look. It's okay. But I don't like one of them. I haven't read one of them. Has anybody seen that? That it does? No. Reflective. Reflective is turning around, looking in, and it's not about wallowing. It's not about sulking. It's not about, oh my God, judging. Judging, under the word judging, do you have reflective? No. Judging is different from reflecting. It's not about judging. Because who's the judging in this point? Small self. Who's going to make all the really wonderful decisions. Right? No. Reflecting is turning in, looking at what the qualities that we have, being actually able to disentangle from them. That's called reflect. Reflecting isn't absorbing in, immersing, merging. Reflect. Reflect has a quality of separateness, distance. There is no wallow, swamp, swallow, merge, absorb. In the morning, do you get up and absorb yourself into the mirror? No way. Who wants to absorb himself into whatever it is we see in the morning? Total reflection. Repulsion. The point. Disentangle. Non-attached. Do I have this quality? Yes. Did I like being called Ganesh? No. Did I like being called security? No, yuck. Did I like being called general? A little bit. It wasn't always the nicest way he said it, but a little bit. But he was trying to tell something about what my function is. He was teaching me. That's just the reality. I'm not soft and gooey. Sorry, guys. I'm not that like, ooh, I don't do it. Not me. Never was. Started out this big as a warrior. Much more security than like soft. I like the color pink, but that's as far as it goes. Just the way. So I had to accept. One of the things that Baba did was the pretty girls and the ashram would do a puja to Baba. Puja means you have a tray and you have all these things and there'd be lights and you wave lights to Baba and you wear a nice silk sari and you do that. And Baba he would make me do it with the other girls. And the other girls, what's she doing there? And I agreed with them. I didn't know why I was there, but he wanted me there. Whatever. He was trying to show me something. And I used to have to go, okay, what the heck? What's the deal? So that I had to reflect. I was given, was he giving me? Clues. He was giving me clues. Should I sit in my bunk and wallow and cry and go, I'm not the pretty one, I'm not the one wearing beep, 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 beep. How about on Guru Purnima, before Guru Purnima, everybody's going to wear their best silks, and he gave me that white damask sari, and I'm going to be standing right in front of him, right there, public, hundreds of thousands of people that day, and I'm wearing a white cotton sari. He didn't like me. Excuse me? Aren't I the idiot? I'm going to sit and sulk? Squirt some? Isn't that the phrase? Squirt some? What's the reference? Squirt some? Awesome powers. You gotta be strong enough. You have to have the courage to turn around and face. You can't, no big deal. I like to sulk. Okay, I'm sulky.
Reminds me of the woman with the flowers. Wouldn't get the flower.
Yeah.
The hint over
and over again. Give up the whole thing.
She's still sulky, right?
Still sulky. Still sulky. Yeah. Is that how you want to be? You want to stay in the swamp, stuck, on clue number 1? And then here I am, remover of obstacles, and I have to every week remove the same obstacle again? How many people have gone to the zoo and seen elephants? They're big, right? They're huge. And do they just want to do the same damn thing over and over again with the same obstacle? No, they want to move on. If you watch videos of them, they just keep moving on. We're going to push the same log again over to here, and then we're going to push it over here, then we're going to push it over here, then we're going to push it over here, we're going to push it over here. If Baba saw me as Ganesh, the remover of obstacles, then I don't want to do the same obstacle. Let's move on. I'm all about the treasure hunt. I'm all about everybody moving to the treasure. You have to want to go to the treasure. If you don't want to go, I'm the first person. No, it's okay. It's okay. But if you say you want to go, then you better step up to the plate. And you go, by hook or by crook. Now here's a question. And even though it's on the tape, here's a question. Do I really care one way or the other about the way you're going to do it? No, I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. All the things, do I care whether you wear this clothes or that clothes, or do you go to this house or that house, or you're with this guy or that guy, or this woman or that woman? Do I really care? No. No. What do I want for you all?
Love.
That's it. Love. Love. That's it. Love. So if you want to be with this person and that's the right thing for you and you feel that's really clear and it's really clear in your heart and there it is and then I'm with you. Because it's not about that stuff. What's it about? Where am I removing obstacles? It's inside. It's inside. You want to stay with this person? You want to stay with this job? You want to do this thing? Okay. But then this is what you have to do in order to stay there. This is what you have to do in order to do this if you're going to still do the treasure hunt. The treasure hunt isn't about finding the best guy or the best woman or the best job or all that sort of external stuff. It isn't about that. The truth is, for a lot of people, if they want the treasure, what's out there is gonna go. It's just gonna go like that. In a lot of cases. Why? Why is it just gonna go like that? What's gonna happen? Why? Why would it do that?
It's not real.
It's an obstacle. It's an obstacle. And if it's an obstacle and you really want the treasure, then lo and behold, that'll happen. But are we going to go about to then blow up your physical world? No, that's not my goal. I'm not interested. That's like a byproduct, and I'm not doing it. I'm not interested in it. You want to stay in this job? You want to stay with this guy? You want to stay with this woman? You want to stay with this? You want to do that? Okay, but don't tell me about it. Okay, you want to do this? Okay, I don't want to hear about it. TMI, TMI. I'm not interested. The truth is, I'm not interested. I'm interested in you going back home to love. That's it. I'm boring. I'm Johnny One Note. That's it. I am. That's all I do. Nothing else. That's all I do. So it's a choice. It's up to each person. Clear? Sulk? Sulky? Are you sulky?
Yes.
Is that okay with you? No. Okay with you? No. Okay with, no. Great. Okay with you? David? Is it okay with you that you're sulky? You got it. Are you cheerful? No. Are you cheerful?
Yeah, no.
No. No. You cheerful. Your answer was never.
What made it allow that?
David, are you cheerful? Yeah, it's a yeah. Is it okay? Okay. Are you reflective?
Yeah. No.
No. Are you reflective? No. Reflective? You got a little.
A
Little. Would you rather be sulky?
Yeah.
Would you rather be sulky? Yes. Would you rather be sulky? Your answer was no. Would you rather be sulky?
Yes.
Yes. You can cringe later. Start disentangling. It's a clue.
Yeah.
It's a clue. Okay? Are you reflective, David? Yes. Okay? Are you superficial?
No. Yeah.
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 Yes. Yeah. Yes. 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 Does that make you happy and fun?
Does, yes.
Yes. Yes. Were you superficial? Are you superficial?
Yes.
Yes. Does that make you gracious?
Yes.
Yes. So if you, the more you give up superficial, are you no longer, now you end up being, you switch from being, you get mean and sulky, right? Grumposaurus Rex. Are you superficial? No. No. David, are you superficial? Is it okay with you? Yeah. 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 Are you superficial? You.
I'm gonna say no.
It was a no. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Yes. Are you proud of it?
Yes.
Yes. There you go. Way to go. Not want to be a complete whole human being. Way to go. Why do I say that?
Because you're supposed to have all of them.
If we don't have all the, are we made in God's image?
Yes.
Does God is everything God?
Yes.
So do we have all those qualities?
Yes.
So you're the first person in history that is not going to, you're separate from God. Are you separate from God?
Yes.
Yes. Are you proud of it?
I think no.
You think no? But what's your answer? I want to think, it's gotta be no, it's gotta be no, it's gotta be no. What's your answer?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So you get to be special?
Yes.
Yes. Terrific. Woo! Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What are we doing here? I'm on a treasure hunt. And for me, everything, every day, everything, like, oof, I have to learn this one? What did I have to learn from this? Do I have to really, yeah, I gotta look at this. Yeah, what do I have to learn? What am I supposed to learn from this? How am I supposed to grow? How can I, what do I need to let go of? What am I attached to? What do I have to do? That's called reflecting. Reflecting. Clear? Questions?
Well, it's not a question, but I find when you finally get to the point and you say, oh, that's a clue, it does help you get past it. Because you kind of separate from it a bit.
Right.
You don't get as angry about it or sulky or
Right,
whatever.
but that's the whole point. Reflective is when you disentangled. If you're in the swamp and you're doing sullen and sulky, are you separate from? No, you're in it. You're absorbed in it. You're totally committed to it.
It's all personal.
It's all personal. It is
Right.
totally personal. And that makes Rohini the meanie bigger and better. I get to be such a meanie because I am like remover of obstacles. And if I'm removing that obstacle and you're committed to being in the swamp,
Yeah.
woo.
Yeah, a lot of times it's these really little things that really set you off, and that, especially with those, when you see those as clues, you can really just kind of shrink them
If you want to.
if you want to.
If you want to. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I had one this week, and it was like, okay, whatever, he did it again, but, that was progress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's okay, did it again. That means, oh, I can see it. So is it me if I can see it? No, if you can perceive it. But if you're in the swamp,
It's you.
it's you. It's personal, it's you, it's who you are. It's not even how you are, it's who you are. And then Rohini the meanie comes and it's like, ooh, I don't want to talk to her. She's an icky. So, where you want to go. And I'm all about going to love. Real love. I want to say something about, oh, there's a spider. Hello. I want to say something about, first off, David, did you have anything else you wanted to say about this?
Not offhand, unless you have something in mind.
No, it's fine. No. I didn't know whether you had something else. No, okay. When I was at Co last summer, there was a film about reconciliation in Sierra Leone. This group of people from Sierra Leone that went into the villages and used a tool of the bonfire in the village to come bring parties together to reconcile. So what I found, and it's amazing, the whole project, it was called Fumble Talk. And there's some of them on, you can see a little bit on YouTube. But one of the problems with it is that, unfortunately, the film, in order to do it as a short documentary, failed to show the in-between struggle and discomfort that had to go, that the parties had to go through to then be able to get to the bonfire and have the reconciliation. So what happened was that you saw the crime, technical crime, of what one family member to another or one villager to another had done. And then you saw a tiny bit of reflection or discussion, very little, not of the two of them together, but of each of them talking. And then you see them called out at the fire, at the bonfire, and all of a sudden they're fine. And the truth is, in this project, which is excellent, is they went through a tremendous process. And these were horrific, horrible things they did to each other. They had to go through, it wasn't like, oh, okay, we're fine now. They went through tremendous, both sides, to get to a place of reconciliation. A real, honest reconciliation. So anybody who says it's going to be just rosy or fine, it's not true. And so if we are here to reconcile ourselves, it's not easy. Anybody that says it's going to be just a couple of workshops and you're fine, it's not. And we have to go through, each of us, in that purification, in that purgatory. But what's the treasure? The treasure is so amazing. It's so worth it. And it's hard. But from my point of view, from where I've been and where I've come to, totally worth it. 100%. I wouldn't change anything. Okay? It's all about real love. Thank you.
Thank you.